I'm here at CrossFit Cirencester to see how, as a community, they benefit from these wonderful facilities. As you can see, they are all ages, all benefiting from the tuition they're getting from David, one of the owners. I was shown how they take social distancing very seriously indeed, only 7 stations at a time in quite a large building. I've had my temperature taken, I've had hand sanitizer, I've seen the one-way system, I've seen the wonderful way which they clean down all the facilities after each of their members have used the various bits of equipment. So Anna, it's great to be here at CrossFit Cirencester. Tell us a little bit about how lockdown has affected you.
There was so much uncertainty for everyone, and we understand that people had to cancel their membership. Yes, financially it has taken its toll because we still have all our outgoings. With the uncertainty of not knowing when we can open, it's scary because you can't take on new members and not allow them back in.
So one of your really absolute priorities, I mean, you did it to me when I arrived, was to make sure you're abiding by the government guidelines and keeping people as safe as possible to prevent the spread of the virus. So when I arrived, you tell us what the procedure was.
Yeah, so we took your temperature. So we have a thermometer, doesn't touch you, so we just use your forehead. And then we have antibacterial gel that we actually give to you to use. Outside, that is procedure before we start. Everyone has their own section that's marked off, and the coach's job is to make sure they're wearing gloves and they do the clean down process. So we have steamers to steam everything, and we also use antibacterial gels to wipe everything down. So we keep everyone as safe as possible. And we've kind of mocked that up inside as well. We have a one-way system. Everyone has individual pods, and the cleaning process is the same. But we actually do have a really good steam floor cleaner and a fogging machine. So we've taken every precaution we possibly can.
So today, luckily it's a nice day and they're able to legitimately operate outside. Presumably when it's raining, you can't operate.
We do. There is no excuse not to train. So the equipment stays inside, but we do an outdoor-based session. So that will be body weight exercises and, say, running and conditioning. So we try to provide an environment where everyone can train whatever the weather conditions, because we know how important it is to our community to stay active.
Anna has been my coach since 2014. She's got me back to a really good level of fitness, as you can see. Being here is a kind of it's becoming a lifestyle because it's good physically, it's good mentally, and it's one of those things that keeps you going. As you can see, there's varying levels of fitness, varying age groups and age limits and so on. And you know, everybody is just here and they're working together and encouraging each other. And I think that's one of the fantastic things about this gym. There's a lot of preconceived notions that, you know, it's only a certain class or a certain, you know, group of people that work in this area or function in this area, and it just goes to show that they're all-encompassing and they're very, very inclusive. So, yeah.
So tell us about the actual training that you give people, because you looked this morning as not only were you absolutely enjoying it, but you'd obviously worked out in your mind exactly what you were going to do with this group of members.
So the way that we program sessions is the session will normally follow a similar format. So it'll be a warm-up, something specific for the workout. We'll then normally have a skill or conditioning piece. These guys had both this morning. Then we'll go through some conditioning at the end that will be metabolic conditioning, so something to make them out of breath. And we'll follow a pattern throughout the week. And our program for 12 weeks, we'll normally go through cycles of different types of training over those 12 weeks, but mixing things around as best we can. So it keeps it variable, so that everyone gets to do something they like. So you're not always doing weight, you're not always doing gymnastics, you're not always doing running or rowing or whatever else. So you're always doing a mix of things, so it keeps things interesting.
So, I mean, CrossFit here in Cirencester, why this gym? What's so special about CrossFit?
It's different. You don't walk in and, you know, it's not like a normal gym where you just jump on things. You come, you've got programming, which every day is different. You know, the coaches put in such an effort to make the programming. You can be a beginner and you can still join in with the same workout, but it's just adapted differently for you. It's that sense of something being tailored towards you, you know, it makes it special and everyone can still join in, which is so nice.
So I watched you work out this morning. I mean, you were working out with a youngster in her 20s. So this is a real community, isn't it?
It is a real community. I mean, if you look carefully, you'd see that the youngster in her 20s was lifting much heavier weights than I was.
I didn't see that. I didn't notice that.
But yeah, we cheer each other on, and there is no sense that because I can lift more than you, then I am necessarily better than you. People appreciate the fact that you have certain personal limits and that you are working to push those limits. It doesn't matter what they are.
It's not just physical health. Everybody thinks about physical health, but it's actually mental health as well, isn't
Oh my
it?
God, yes, absolutely. I'm so glad you said that. We work so much here on mental health. Staying positive and being in a positive environment really does affect that. And we have noticed that, especially here at CrossFit Cirencester.
So I suppose that people have been locked up at home,
Yes.
often in very cramped conditions, maybe on their own or maybe with a family. They're feeling a bit low. Would they not benefit from coming here?
Absolutely. It is such a positive environment to be in, and it's so friendly and inclusive, and that it would be the best thing they could possibly ever do. We get you moving, number one, and moving is the basic fundamental of training, isn't it? Yeah. Just moving, you're going to burn calories, your body's going to loosen up. If you're playing bowls or you're a runner or your goal is to go to the Olympics like Corey, we can do that here. It works.
And then do you advise on diet? Because it's no good me coming and doing all this exercise and then eating a whole load of rubbish food.
No, so as part of the app that you get when you're a member, we have something called a nutrition journal. So you can journal all your nutrition every day, and that comes through to myself and David and the other coaches. So if that is one of your specific goals that you need us to focus on, we can do that for you. And we just want to get it out there that we exist. And I think the problem is, because we're not a big corporate gym, we're not heard, but actually we are 625 strong.
Yeah.
So really, we do work. If we didn't work, there wouldn't be so many of us. It's all about saving money for the NHS. Well, I could save you a lot right now. All they
Yes.
have to pay is their monthly membership.
Yeah. So Anna, it's been a wonderful visit this morning, and I'm really enthusiastic about the visit. And so hopefully I'll be able to persuade the government to lift the lockdown
I hope so.
restrictions. So do I. Tell us what your ambitions are for the future.
So we would really like to grow. We want to accommodate as many members as we possibly can. And as we are a local business, that means we want anyone in Cirencester that wants to get fit for health and wellness to come and be able to be here. In order for us to do that, we do need to grow. As you can see, there's not much space here.
I've had a really interesting morning at CrossFit Cirencester. As you can see, it's all laid out to safely comply with the lockdown regulations, but it has caused difficulties for them in running this gym. David and Anna are looking forward to the moment when they can move beyond lockdown and open properly. So what I will be doing as a result of this really interesting visit, and having seen how they really interact with each other, but above all, how they enjoy it, I will take that back to government and try and demonstrate to them that they could change the guidelines quite quickly so that everybody up and down the country can get back to their gym, enjoy the experience, and the country will benefit as a result of that. And I've talked to several of the members this morning, and they've all found this experience absolutely amazing, and it's transformed their lives, both physically and mentally. Everybody can benefit from CrossFit. Everybody should think after the lockdown that they could come and actually do a little bit of exercise and feel hugely better as a result.
We'll also have the resumption of recreational sport, followed later by the reopening of our gyms, swimming pools and leisure centres. Normal life is slowly returning.